This story was written in a workshop which asked us to reference a significant news event in our lives and also to bring into it a family with troubles. So this is called A Scary Stop, and it's set in the summer of 1976. In the summer of 76, my cousin fried an egg on a car bonnet and had it for his tea. We watched with open mouths as he scraped it off with a plastic spatula and strutted into the house to get salt. The air was suffocating. I walked barefoot outside and burned blisters into the soles of my feet that didn't heal for a month. At night time, I watched the lightning streak across the tops of the roofs and felt the rumble of the thunder in my ears and in my chest. When the thunder rain came, people rushed out of their houses and stood in it like they'd never seen rain. It was a few weeks before I thought to wonder when Mum would call, like she promised. She never broke promises. Aunt Phyllis said Mum had her own storm going on. My cousin Bridget and I played housewives. Our husbands were members of the Bay City Rollers. Mine was Eric and hers was Woody. Neither of us liked Les, the lead singer, but he often came to our pretend houses to visit as pretend bandmates for pretend tea and biscuits. Sometimes the tea and biscuits were real, but our marriages weren't, and I often wondered if the best marriages were real or pretend, and how on earth you'd know the difference. "How long are you staying?" Bridget asked me, and I didn't know, so I told her 3 months, and her smile widened, because in her crazy house with 13 kids, I think she liked that I was quiet. I had to be quiet in my house to get through the day, silently tiptoeing around my parents and the noise that often came from their bedroom. It sounded like crying, like whimpering, like that thing puppies do when they're scratching at the door to be let out, or are sitting by the side of your chair at the dining table begging for scraps. I always put my hands over my ears, la la la, willing it away. When it did stop, it was a scary stop, and from my room I'd put my head to the wall to listen. My ears would penetrate through my daisy wallpaper, through brick and dust, through teal with gold-flecked paper, across hostile air to the mouth of my father. "I won't tell you again," I often heard that stern mouth say, and I'd imagine the neatly combed hairs of his moustache quivering with the seething control of his words, that tone at which both me and Mum learned to flinch. On another sultry day, the Bay City Rollers were having a press conference in Bridget's bedroom. We had the windows open and a million tiny flies had swarmed in. I was flicking some off my arm when Phyllis shouted upstairs that Dad was on the phone. Not Mum. Strange, she never broke her promises and Dad never phoned. A scary stop. I walked downstairs, flinching even before I heard his voice. Thank you.